and welcome to Rectal for you again. Today we're going to be making a CD32 power supply, as obviously we're going to recap the CD32 next, but obviously we need a power supply to test it. So I managed to find this one on Amazon. It's basically a hard drive power supply. What it should do for what we need, it's got 12 volt and 5 volt, 2 amp on each. I know it's only very small and cheap, but we want a link to this. I will put it into the information below. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut off this end to get to the wires. So let's just snip it off. It's gone. I'm going to chop this outer cable off a bit. Should be using a knife for this ideally. Oh, beggars can't be choosers. Hopefully you can hear me a bit better today. I know I'm having problems with the voice recording. I've actually bought an external mic, but last time it never recorded. So let's just see what we got here. Right, I'm guessing. Right, we've got 3 wires. So let's just, I'm guessing the earth is going to be white. This is just a guess. The 12 volt is going to be red. Oops, that's stripping it too much. Use my fingers because it's such cheap wire. And the yellow will be the 5 volt. We can test this with a meter now. So there you go, 5 volt. Can you see that? There's 5 volt on the red, 12 volt on the yellow. In yellow 12, and the red is 5 volt. Let's just unplug this. So now in hands. Okay, we have the connector here, 4-pin connector. Mainly used as audio connectors back in the day. Basically we pull this sleeve off and then split it. We get to this part here, and it's on the back here that we sew the wires. I've done my notes before, did a bit of homework. As you can see, we've got, this is from the CD32, so we've got plus 12 volt, plus 5 volt, and then ground. And then this is the back of the connector, so we've got plus 12, 5 and ground. So that's in the back, so obviously that will be 5 volt, 12 volt and ground. So off the top of my head there, that would be red, yellow, ground. So we'll get this in the helping hands. So as you try and sell the wires on without helping hands is a pain. So we'll click that in. So as I'm just going to put a bit of flux on these. Hold on there, and we'll add some solder to these pins as well. Makes life easier. So first things first, once we sew these wires, is to thread this on and through. So get your wires, thread them through here. Oops. There you go, all done. Now it was, red was 5 volt, so red goes here. So let's just get this on here. I'll actually cut these down a bit now because we just want a short connection. So we'll get the heat through. all soldered on well. So now we can take this off. So now we need to rebuild this connector. So to rebuild the connector, only go on way, there's no way they're possibly touch anyway, unless it came undone, there's no way they're going undone. So now you can see there's a slot there, and then there's two slots here, which allow this to clip together in a certain way. And also this here, then the cable goes through here and then tightens and clamps to hold that cable to stop it from pulling. So now we've got this, we can pop this up a bit, like so. And then just push this around here. And then this should push over like so. Check this pin out now with a meter. So again, going off my drawing, which means that this one here should be 5 volt, the top left. So there we go, there's the earth though, it is there. Try not to. So that top left there is 5 volt, as you can see. I'm just trying to get onto, it's a bit difficult trying to hold these pins in there. So there you can see 5 volt. And this one should be 12 volt. Yeah? Okay. So that now, in theory, should power a standard CD32. I mean, it's a cheap power supply, 10 quid that cost. But if it keeps me going, it'll get me going. It's only basically for test purposes. But I will put a link in the title or in the description to say where I got it from. It's from Amazon. It cost me £10. And I reckon it'll do the job. Obviously, if I run a terrible fire or anything else that needs any more power, this won't be up to the job. But a standard stock CD32, this is more than enough. Anyway, I hope you can hear me all today, best a lot better. Thank you for subscribing, and I will see you next time in the CD32 recap, and hopefully this will power it back on. Fingers crossed. Thank you again. Goodbye.